My name is Katrina. Hello there. My name is Katrina Young. Now I'm in the office. It's a little bit noisy today. However, this is lesson two in the Tracking Your Business for Success. It's a free crash course, so ultimately it shouldn't take you any time to go through. But my main objective is to help assist you for free in this free course to empower your business data to really monetize your existing data before you start to adopt or bring in any new kind of strategies, marketing campaigns, or anything like that. Now, this is all about in lesson two metrics mattering. So, your audience, profit, and how you can serve your people. So, this small video is just going to be a summary of the words. And number one, we want to talk about analyzing your metrics and what metrics to review. And so analytics happen and they've happened, and it's an indication of what's happened in the past. Part of the reason why I'm offering the video is just to demystify some of these kind of technical terms, because they really do support you. So ultimately, we want to support you, or I'm hoping to support you within this course to utilize your data so that you can really validate your marketing objectives and goals, anything that you've set aside. So they're data driven with the information that you've got from what you've done already, ultimately. This kind of data can be anything from social media insights, metrics, insights, clicks, click through rates, which is ultimately if someone has followed your instruction and your call to action, which may be visit the website, click here, click this link. So other platforms like your website, or if you've used a shortened link, those platforms have analytics, and analysis, and that data will give you more deeper information as to who's followed your instruction. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is understand your people and how they are basically ultimately discovering your brand. So are you utilizing things like Google tags? And if you're about to move on to some deeper data systems, then this can help to support you in the efforts and where you should be. So we want to understand the relevant keywords that you have. So keywords are these words that Google uses to find you and return a result for that word or your website or sales funnels based on your positioning and that ranking on your page. So ultimately, we want you to come above your competition by using the relevant keywords. So today, we want to ensure that your data is empowering, cost effective, and predictive so that really you're directing your audience and you know where your next big boost is coming in so that we can help empower your campaigns and your data so that you can do even better when you market. So a lot of people I've found in my experience are not doing all of the things. They're just going away with a harebrained idea and saying, do you know what, this would be great. I'm going to do this, really without any validation. And that's not what I want for you. I want you to really boost your business so that you have successful campaigns, your marketing is on point and helping to project better return on investment. And so you're not having to keep looking for referrals or new data. And as you look at your data, you're really understanding what happened, how you can take that information to create repeatable processes and get even better. And you can use all of that data so that you can provide complementary products. So here is what I'm doing. Lots of people are like, Kat, the stuff that you talk about is very technical. And therefore, some people shy away from it. And, for me, I just wanted to utilize some of the knowledge that I have so that people could have a kind of demystified, kind of jargon free, although you can't get away from some industry words and knowledge so that they can understand and know what they can use or at least take to the next level in their business. So I'm going to read this part because I want you to understand that we want you to use things so that you can stay ahead of the trends. Evolving trends ultimately help you to almost get there first. And what I've found, not all of evolving trends work. Some are just fads, but you want to stay in line with the technical evolution. And if you don't, you will fail to innovate. And given the current economy, even if this is going to be free, is that the businesses who evolve and pivot, they tend to sustain the kind of difficult environments. So it's important to understand how to collect and transform your data and analytics into actionable steps. Even if it's something so simple as I was working with a client and we took a keyword that she should have owned, that they should have owned for their business because it was theirs, it was the name of their program. We just updated all the SEO for that and the meta tags. So it doesn't have to be something that you do, it can be something that someone else does. But for the first step, we want to foresee challenges. So all businesses will have challenges. They may be seasonal, they may be trends, but we can use that information to pump up your advertising during the off season. So what do I mean? I'm now looking at what I want to do for summer and for Christmas. In fact, this product, this free course, will be recorded during my downtime so that I can use it as a benchmark for another product so that the client or the audience will understand the importance of data so that they're more likely to understand the next product that I will have in line on my product suite and my product staircase. So you can do that to foresee challenges. You can also really utilize your data just to understand your own traffic. And if you've heard the word traffic and you're thinking, what is this? So traffic is ultimately the number of eyes, the number of people, the number of views that you are ultimately getting in front of. So they're people, they're customers, they're clicks, that's anyone that's seeing your information. Now, analytics can really help you to understand your audience better. And then analytics, this will be things that simply says things like source. So a source of traffic could be social platforms, and this isn't always accurate. So do be careful when you are reviewing that data. But you can add additional layers. So one of the things that we do is we use UTMs. And the UTMs ultimately help us to understand where this is coming from, the traffic source, and how we can empower that. Did one platform do better? And why are we getting the traffic from this particular source? Again, for a previous campaign, I understood that some of the traffic had come from a particular source because they were an affiliate. So you want to go deeper and really understand so that you can maximize your budget, or go deeper into your niche and really understand the audience demographics. It's pertinent to you growing and being sustainable. Now, it can also help you to understand your competition better. After all, they are being served in front of all of your potential prospects and any of your potential leads. So you want to understand how to utilize your competition better. And especially if they've been around longer than you, that means they're doing something right. So I don't want you to approach a competition as a lack mindset. I have some people that say, I don't look at my competition, I'm the best in my market, and that's brilliant. However, we're not approaching that with a lack mindset. We're approaching this activity with an abundance mindset and understanding a framework, their process, so that you can do better. And we're looking at this from a stance of keywords so that you can ensure that you are serving your audience, your traffic, your marketing with keywords that your prospective customers or clients are likely to be using. So one of the next things that we're going to be looking at is utilizing some of the tools that there are out there that are already on the market and in most instances free, so that you can do that already. And some people are not doing these things, and that's okay. However, by doing these things, it really helps to utilize your data and your marketing. So there will be a link to these, but I use Google Alerts. So you might want to use Google Alerts on any of your programs. This can also help you to really support any copyright or infringement issues. But beware, Google Alert will send lots of alerts. If you are doing something that's very generic, you are likely to receive a number of alerts. So do look at the rules. I am not telling you how to set these up on the page, I'm just referring to them. Now there's social mention, and as you can see, I'll put description down. This just helps you to identify the gaps between your offerings. It's really helpful. So you want to check that out. And then there's website grader. It's similar to SimilarWeb in the way that it helps you to look at where your website is ranked to your competition. Now, that's really important because if your competition is looking for a solution, this better performing website or solution is likely to be shown before yours, and we don't want that. And then there's link assistant. So this really helps us to study your keywords. Now, if I could go back, I would have been better at strategically working on my keywords than going over my copy and all those beautiful pictures. So if I were you, I would really look at this. Now, there's Keyword Spy, and it's another software that really helps you to look at your clients from a terms or from a place of their ROI when it comes to their AdWords research. I again would really craft a strategic strategy. And you can work with an expert. So I work as a fractional CMO, which is a Chief Marketing Officer, and I support other businesses, I support departments and universities at times to help them. So ultimately, I will audit and I'll recommend the tools and we'll get them set up for them. So it doesn't always need to be you. Don't just scream and want to pull your hair out when you come to this. You can get someone else to implement these for you. Now, that's it for tools, and you will get the links to that. Now, the tools that I've provided are really helpful to kind of analyze your competition, looking at your data so that you can make sure that you are really keeping your audience happy so they can find your offers, right? In the next lesson, I will be going in a little bit deeper into data. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And again, you can sign up to receive the actual learning management platform where you can revisit this course and help your team or yourself to work through this. So once again, thank you so much to building your business for success through your data. My name's Katrina Young, and I'll see you in the next lesson.